Well, hi, and welcome to our Facebook Live today. My name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in the UK. Thank you for joining us for our Facebook Live today. If you're watching in person live, then do say hi and let me know that you're watching if you want to. If you're watching on catch up, which may be on Facebook here, or it might be on YouTube, then you're still welcome to comment and say hi. Hi, Kerry. And if you have any questions or queries, feel free to add those as comments, and I will try and answer those for you and get back to you in the comment section, either here or in YouTube. Right, let me get myself in the right place on my phone so I can see any of your comments. So this week we're all animal themed. Simple cards though, so nothing too complicated this week. And I wanted to show you quickly what we've done already in case you missed any of those. So our first session Monday was the squirrels, so this is called Nuts About Squirrels, and I did two simple cards. These are note card sized, one with the squirrel standing there on the branch, and the other one with them sitting down holding their little acorn. Did some blending on this one to blend it in, and then this one is just kept fairly plain but with the addition of some of these little dots. So that was Monday's card. Yesterday we did sheep, and this was the one that I did live during the session. Hi Jeanette. It says, so glad it's your birthday, with the little party hats. And the colour selection, the red and the green, was for Christine. So red, white and green for Wales. So there was that one. And I had stamped another one, so I'm just finishing this off. I thought I'd layer it on this fabulous glimmer, glitter, everything paper. This is also free in Celebration. It's quite difficult. Maybe if I do it like that, you can see it a little bit better. So this is going to be mounted up onto there. So I just finished colouring it after the live, and I may put it on a darker card to match one of the hats, or I might just leave it on the white. So that was the sheep. That was yesterday. And then in the middle of the night, like you do, one of the things I'd mentioned during the session yesterday was having all the sheep together. So in the middle of the night, because I was interrupted, my sleep was interrupted by my lovely Cassie dog wanting to go out not once but twice. So what I did was I had the intention of stamping all of these and having one black sheep. So this sheep here is going to be black. So I didn't want to colour it in the night, otherwise I could have been up for quite a while. But I just used a simple masking technique. So this is one stamp, and then I masked it off, stamped either side, masked those and stamped around, and then I've just added a little bit of detail here. So I'm not quite sure whether I'll make that into something that gets framed, because it's rather fun, or whether I will cut it down, maybe put it on a larger card, maybe a 5x7 card or something. And I need to find a good sentiment to go with it, or to put in it. So that was that one. So I will post a photograph of that as well on my Facebook page later today. So that's what we've done so far. Today it's all about the penguins, and this is a cute little set called Penguin Place. Obviously perfect for Christmas, but we're not doing a Christmas version today. Christmas doesn't arrive here until at least next week, I promised you. And obviously it's got stuff for scenery, and we've got this penguin that's, you know, skiing down the slopes or sliding down the slopes, but this penguin also has this fabulous balloon and presents and a string for the balloon. So today I'm going to be copying from the catalogue, and I'm going to copy this one here, give or take. I might change the colours, although I have chosen Poppy Parade for the card. And what's nice about this set is it does have a matching penguin punch, which is this one here, Penguin Builder. So it punches the outline of the penguin if you've stamped it, like here, or you can punch an outline and an inner, these two here, to make your own penguin. So you could use glimmer paper, for example, black glimmer paper for the back, and then you could use some of our snow frosted sheet for the white. But for today we're just going to be stamping and punching out the complete penguin here. So I think this makes a perfect birthday card for a little one. I think it would also suit lots of other occasions, and especially for people who love penguins. So let's give this a go. I'm not going to stamp all of these out. As you know, what I normally do when I get a new set is stamp everything out. Well, there's 28 stamps here, and I'm not sure you'd have the patience to sit and watch me stamp all of those. So what I am going to do is stamp the components that we'll use for our card, so that I can check that the stamps are working fine. I haven't stamped with them yet, and then we'll put the card together. So I've got Memento black ink. You could also use StazOn if you prefer. It's entirely up to you. I find StazOn very, very sticky, so I'm sticking with Memento, which looks like it needs a bit of a refill. Let me take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this has got, it's a nice outline, and it also has the middle cut out. Let's just grab a mat, I think. Grab one of those. So I hope everybody is well. So this is just my sample sheet that I will keep in with my stamp case. Couldn't think of the words then. Okay, cute. Let's wipe this off with my chamois, and then I want to do the so we do have, let's see, I've got a bow tie and a little beak. So let's grab, I've got Mango Melody, which we'll do for the beak. I'm not quite sure which way this needs to go. See if I can tell. Okay, so it's got like a little smile, she says. I've got the wrong beak. Let's find the right beak. Here it is. This is the sideways beak for the one that's sledging. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to stamp it separately first so I can see what it looks like, and then stamp it on my penguin to see. Sorry, this is a little bit far down, isn't it, for you? Let me move everything up. There we go. Well, they've got theirs a little bit further up. I'll remember that when I'm stamping it ready for my card. So then I've got the balloon. Oh good, Linda, I'm glad it's not only me. I knew I was looking for that, but obviously I just picked out the wrong one, didn't I? Hey ho. Anyway, I hope you're well, Linda. We had a great meeting last night, didn't we? It was really good fun. Okay, this is our balloon. Just going to put this here, like so. And I like the fact it has the white elements there to make it look more realistic. And then we have a string for the balloon, which is this one here. And let's have a look. They've done their string in black, but I think you could do it almost in any colour really. So just inking this up with our Memento ink. And what side do they put? Oh, they put it just underneath, literally, like so. There we are. This would be really easy to have. Just use the balloons on a card at different levels. You know, tall little ones and then a big birthday sign. That'd be great for youngsters, wouldn't it? Or have the number of balloons for the age. So, you know, 4 balloons for 4, 5 for 5, etc. We have a little bow tie. Let's pop that in a different colour. Add that in. So cute. And I'll just see where they put it, just sort of right in that centre panel there. Right, and the presents I want as well. So I like the fact that the present is all one stamp and it has a cutout effectively where the bow goes. So let's just pop that on there. So you can see that if I bring that up in a bit more detail. In the past, I know we've had stamps where you've had the present and then a separate one for the bow, but I think that works particularly well. And then I've got a little happy birthday, which I'll just stamp here. And in the sample, they've actually put happy birthday in the balloon, so let's try that. So this is just my trial piece. And I've just stamped that in the same navy. Pacific Point. If Jill's watching, she'll laugh at that because we were joking about Pacific Point the other day. Okay, so I'm not going to stamp all of the others. Hi, Catherine. Because I will do those when I come to do some of the other Christmas designs. So obviously you've got like his little reindeer, and you know, antlers. You've got a bobble hat. You've got a scarf to match. Bit of snowflakes, and then you've got feet if you want to stamp them. Feet that we can cut out, and we've got this lovely scenery which you could use with almost anything. A little heart. Now you could use that as a Rudolph's red nose, and you've got a little star as well, and then you've also got 2 eyes, so if you just punch out this element without stamping, you can add the eyes back in. Hi, Carol. So looks like my UPS man has just arrived. Thank you. Yes, indeed. That's always a bonus. Okay, so that's my practice stamping. So what I'm going to do is case the catalogue here because I want to do a card with the penguins. I don't want to do a Christmas card. So this has got the penguin stamped and cut out. So I'm going to show you how we do that with the punch. And then we've got some presents stacked up and the balloon. So that's what I'm going to do today. Oh, just lost my happy birthday on the floor. Okay. So, Carol, just to show you, after yesterday, you know, I was talking about doing a whole flock of sheep. There's my flock of sheep. Because I think you would have missed this earlier on. And I'm going to do one of these as a black sheep. In fact, what would be quite nice is to do that on the front of a card and then have the verse for Baa Baa Black Sheep on the inside and make a nice new baby card, wouldn't it? Anyway. Sorry for those that have seen that already. Okay, let's crack on with our card. So this is going to be our base card. I've got Poppy Parade, and I might add a layer of black because I think that would look quite nice between that and my white layer. I've got this little piece for punching out some of his feet, and I've got this strip for stamping my penguin, which I'm then going to punch out. Now if you look at the punch, the actual penguin is upside down, like so. So what I'm going to do when I stamp it is I'm going to stamp it the right way round, but right on the left hand edge, so that when I put it in, whoops, it will be hopefully the right way around. Don't think about it too hard, Jenny. It gets worse if you do that. Okay, let's start. Let's punch out some feet to begin with. So this is Mango Melody. Oh, that's cute. Linda used the heart to put a heart on two penguins holding hands. Oh yes, because they do, wouldn't they? She did a female penguin with a bow in her hair and a male penguin with a scarf, and then hearts. Oh, that's so cute. Thanks for that, Linda. Was that for not an engagement, an anniversary, or just for a little bit of fun? So there's my two little feet. Put those there. So let's stamp our penguin. I'm going to put him here on the left hand side. So I have to say this is the first time of using this stamp set. I've sort of resisted up till now, but it was perfect for our animal themed week. Okay, let's try this. So I have got my mat underneath because it is a photopolymer stamp, just to give it a little bit of support. And this is our Memento black ink. Just wipe that down. Okay, let's add his little nose, beak I should say. So this is Mango Melody, and I'm going to put his beak maybe a little bit higher up than I did, but not much. So just making sure it's well inked. There we go. And then let's add, I think I'll give him a red bow tie to match his red or her red balloon. You clean that one off. And there's the bow tie. Just going to stamp it here, see what it looks like. Perfect. There we go. So there's our little penguin. Just going to let that no, I can punch it out now, so I was going to let it dry, but I don't need to, do I? So yeah, so I did that the wrong way around after all of that. Don't do what I do. Sometimes there really is no hope for me, girls. I shouldn't have thought about it so hard, should I? I'll take this little bit off as well now. Tip that out. So just positioning that in the centre of my punch. There we go. Cute. Move these odd bits out of the way. So I'm going to put my 2 pieces on there. Let's move this mat because I don't need that. Ah, Team Swaps, brilliant, Linda. Oh, this was the Christmas theme, wasn't it? Perfect. Okay. Let's have a look. I might cut this card down slightly. Now, should we put those on with dimensionals? Or should we keep them like that? Maybe I'll keep them like that, but put the penguin on with dimensionals. So he's sitting amongst all of the presents. So let's grab some glue. So it looks like it's going to be a nice day today. For us here anyway. So just a tiny dot of glue. And if you struggle holding these tiny pieces, then you could use a pair of tweezers or something. Got one there. And one there. Yes, I do love our team swap. So for anybody who doesn't know, we have a lovely team called the Creative Gems. And we have lots of different things going on. So one of the things is team swap. So each month there is a theme and it's optional to join in. Oh, 24 degrees, Kerry. Nice. It's optional to join in, but it means that people get to, somebody chooses a theme and you send in, say, 5 or 6 cards, all the same, based on that theme. And then somebody sorts them all out into different piles, and you will end up with 5 or 6 cards back that are all on the same theme but made by somebody else. And we do that once a month, and that's, you know, really good fun. And you can chop in and change. Use something from the new mini catalogue. Oh, okay. It was Marie that was showing us yesterday. That was her Christmas themed ones, wasn't it? So okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm just wondering whether to do my presents next or my balloon next. I think I'm going to do the presents. And I've just got some bright colours here. So I've got Pacific Point Poppy Parade and Mango Melody. So I'm just going to use those. And I think what I'm going to do is just pop him on there so I know what space I've got, because I know then that I've got space for the balloon. So I'm going to put one to the right hand side, and I think these presents could go, you know, anywhere, if you want them on their side or at the top, anything you would like. So I think what I might do is grab a piece of this masking tape and put it at the bottom here, just so I've got it as a base. So I might cut this card down a little bit, but then I know I've got a straight line for everything to sit on, if that makes any sense. So let's just pop present here, like so. And he can go on top anyway. So then I want some presents on the other side. Go. So there is a red one. It's Poppy Parade. Let's do Pacific Point. so. Perfect. They're a little bit high, but never mind. And let's have another one on top. I think I might... No, I'm going to stick to these three colours. I was thinking of putting a green in, like Granny Apple Green. But this will do. Oops, missed the corner. So if that happens, make sure you don't re-ink the stamp. Just put it back down in place. Okay, so he's going to go there. And then I want my balloon coming up. So I just want to see where he's going to sit. So I think if I put the balloon stalk coming up from the edge of this red present, that should work nicely. Okay, so I'm going to use black again for that one. A lot of traffic outside today for some reason. Sorry, this is probably out of the picture, isn't it? So the other thing we do as a team is we have regular team meetings, which we had one last night, where we usually do some mystery stamping. So one of the team volunteers to create a mystery card. This idea came originally from Sharon Armstrong in Texas, I believe, and so we've run along with that. So basically what happens is you're given the instructions one step at a time. You're given a list of what to have ready, sizes cut, and you don't know what you're making, but you have the instructions one at a time as you go along, and we do it all together. Again, it's optional. Hi, Lynn. And it did some fantastic designs last night. Absolutely fantastic. I can see a little hair, but I think it's trapped underneath my balloon. There we go. Okay, so I've got my red balloon up here. Oh, and I meant to put the mat underneath. Never mind. It's because I was talking too much. That's why. So let's see if our little chappie's going to fit on there. She is. Perfect. And then let's put happy birthday on there. I want to make sure that's dry beforehand. So the question is, do I need to add more presents? Oh, yes, they are fun. They are fun indeed. Definitely worthwhile giving this a go. I think I might put a present on its side. In the red. Yeah, but we had great fun in our team meeting last night doing them. And then we also have a birthday club, so we send cards to people for their birthday. Let's take that away. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stamp my happy birthday. Whoops. I think she does them every Monday, Kerry, from memory. So I'm going to put a happy birthday in there. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to cut this down any further. So I think if you say penguins, people tend to think of Christmas cards, don't they? But just goes to show you can make it into a birthday card. So it's a nice small happy birthday that fits perfectly on this balloon. There we go. So casing from the catalogue, this is the one that I'm copying here. So the penguin is going to go up on dimensionals, and I just wonder if I'm going to cut this down because I quite fancy a black layer behind. Oh, Linda, it's Sharon Armstrong. Sharon TX Armstrong. She comes from Texas, I think. I might be wrong, but if you just look up Sharon Armstrong on YouTube, you will find her very easily. All right, I'm going to get to a layer of black, I think. Right. Oh, I might not need to cut that down. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I do want to cut this down just a little bit. So I'm going to take some off the bottom. Not going to take anything off the top. So let's take 1 centimetre off there. And then 1/2 centimetre off each side. Like so. Alright, let's have a look at that. What do we reckon? I think that looks a bit more imbalanced, doesn't it? So my penguin could, I think sitting in between there is quite fun, isn't it? So shall I put presents going right the way off the edge, or shall I leave it like that? What do you think? I haven't had enough coffee to make decisions like that. I think it probably works like that. Normally I like to sort of ground it really, but I think it works as is. So let's layer these up. Just make sure this is nice and clean. I'm just going to put a piece of grid paper on there. White space either side. Thank you, Lynn. I knew somebody would say it. Oops. So just using my seal for this. And then I'm centralising this on the panel. Do love that balloon. I think I might have to do a balloon card just with those balloons. Especially if you know, literally had a whole group of them. Actually, you could have a penguin with a whole group of balloons, couldn't you? Thanks, Jeanette. Quite tempted with that. And I seem to remember a demonstrator saying that the small balloon from the balloon punch fits this balloon. Now I might have imagined that, and it might have been another balloon altogether. There we go. He's going to hop onto there. So he's going up on dimensionals, or she, although he has a bow tie, so probably. There we go. Oops. 1, 2. There we are. It's not very straight, isn't it? There we go. Our simple penguin birthday balloon card. So let me just see if I've got that punch carry, and we can try it out, can't we? Find my glasses. Bear with me a second. Here's my balloon punch. Looks hopeful. Oh, well done. Thank you, Linda. As I say, casing the catalogue is always a good plan. Right, let's try it and see. You can tell this is not our thin Whisper White because you don't get that crisp stamped image. This is our thick Whisper White. Oh, basic white even. Gosh. It's a long time since I've used this punch, obviously. I've got two, I'm sure. Yes, I have. Sorry, everybody. Right, let's see. It does. Look at that. How clever. There we go. So this would be really easy to stamp lots of different coloured balloons and have one penguin, and you could stamp 3 or 4 and then have lots of balloons on the top. It's okay, I read it the right way, Linda. So I'm quite tempted to give that a go if anybody wants to see it. What do you think? Shall we try it? Just going to try it on here. Let's bring in. Where's my mat gone? Here it is. So this is the same size as an original one. So what I'm going to do is stamp a bunch of balloons and then stamp and punch some other ones to sit on top. And in fact, you could have the penguin, but you could also do it without the penguin. You could just do it with the presents and the balloons. But let's just do it really quickly while you're all there. Might have a colour change though. Let's see. Oh no, I can't decide. Let's have garden green, which I don't use very often. I'll bring Pacific Point back. And real red. So I've gone for deeper colours this time round. Oh, rainbow colours will look good. Yes, it would. And also just punching out, you know, our rainbow glimmer card. Oh yes, stamp letters in the balloons to spell a person's name. All the ideas are coming up now. Well done, everybody. So I think what I'm going to do is let's move this one out of the way and this out of the way. Yes, and you can have the ages. All sorts of ideas, girls. Love it. 2, 3. Right. So let's get my cloth ready to clean in between. Okay, let's do blue in the middle. And then let's have a green on the right. Oh, that's very inky. Gosh. That is so inky. Let me just move some of this ink down. Obviously I don't use garden green very often. There we go. See if that's any better. That looks better straight away. Angled, straight. Let's go red. This is another one that's a bit too inky. So I'm going to do the same for that. Just move the ink down. So just using the edge of my block to move it down, and then I turn it round so that that less inky section is at the bottom. Okay, bless you, Linda. Hope it goes okay. Thanks for joining us this morning, Linda. That's still a little bit inky for my liking. It's getting better. Let's try that. A little bit better. Still a little bit inky, but some of them will be covered up anyway. 2, 3. Now, am I going to mask this off? Or just stamp it because I'm going to put other balloons on top? I'm just going to stamp it after my marathon sheep session yesterday. It's Grand Daffodil Delight. Which will be at the bottom. Oh, it's Mango Melody. Oh dear. Got there. Sorry everybody. Right, so I am just going to stamp these without masking. Normally I would mask, but let's give this a go, because this could be a good one for coffee and card. And I need a different colour there. Purple, a light purple. Highland Heather, there we go. Gosh, it's gone warm in here now. Sun's out. Okay. The same. I think it must be because it's been so warm that these inks are really quite wet. Normally, as you know, for me, they nearly all need re-inking. Not today. That's better. Okay, pop that one in there. Okey-doke. So we're going to stamp a piece of card here. Another bunch. Be a bit dark. No, I'll get away with that. I'm not necessarily going to use all of these, by the way, don't panic. Like so. I think it might be safe or prudent to cover those up. Right, let's see the best way of cutting these out. Dun, dun, dun. Trim a little bit of this off here so it fits in the punch a bit better. Got one. I am going to trim this off each time because I don't want it to jam here. It's quite a narrow piece between the two balloons, so it might still jam slightly. Fingers crossed. There we go. That was a little bit close. Let's do one more. Okay, let's have a look and see. I want everything except that, really, don't I? So I was thinking that sort of effect. Not with the yellow on the yellow. Like so. Do you think that will work? I need to cover up like that. Okay, let's add the stalk to this blue balloon here. Thanks, Kerry. I should say, the balloons are so useful. You can do so many things with the balloons. And are we going to have a little penguin at the bottom? Could stamp him. Yes. There we go. So I'm just going to stamp him straight on for speed. Otherwise you'll still be here at 12 o'clock. There we are. Right, one beak. It can be in Daffodil Delight as it's here. Cute. And I could still punch his little feet out and have them on there, couldn't I? And I'm looking for the bow tie. Where's the bow tie? What colour for the bow tie? Let's do red. I like the idea of the bow in the hair though. That was rather cute, wasn't it? That Linda had. So let's make it a girl penguin with Highland Heather. So that was a cunning idea from Linda. Thank you, Linda. There we go. Okay, let's punch out some little feet again. Save stamping and cutting them out, or fussy cutting them. So we've got 1 and 2. So yes, you can have initials on the balloons, you can have the number for the age, all sorts of variations. I think I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals, and I might add a few presents as well. Why not? I don't know if you can see that. Is that far enough in your view, ladies? and one on the top. I haven't actually used any pink. Oh, of course, Kerry. Absolutely. Be my pleasure. There we go. Cute. So, should I do a line to these balloons? No, I'm not going to. Just going to make it look like they're all tied together. So these are going to go on with little dimensionals in a minute, along with my balloons. Go. Green one. I am going to do another purple one after all of that, because we have got a little more purple going on, so I really want a bit extra. So I'm going to stamp one out and punch it out. Do you know what, Kerry? I could draw some, but I'm so bad at that sort of thing. Let me stamp that again. That I fear I would mess it up. Oh, I've got one there I could use. Look, let's do that. Yeah, I might be brave and do one. And there again, punch balloon. So that's really fun that that balloon fits the small balloon punch, and it's a really nice balloon design. Yeah, that's true. Yes, let's add the other balloons and then I can decide, because more of it will be covered up anyway, won't it? Okay, right. So I've got balloons to add in. I'll put happy birthday on one of them. And what colour card for the base then? Shall we go with Highland Heather? Should we pick that up? Da-da, da-da. I would if I could. I've got a gorgeous grape. Works nicely. Let's put that on there. Make sure that's clean. I'm going to put this one straight down like so. Let's add these on little mini dimensionals. Which fit perfectly. cute. Voila. All right, let's see what we can do with these then. So, can add one in there. Another one there. Could put one of those actually on top. And then yes, I could, so I could okay, should have left it as it was, shouldn't I? So I've got one there, and one there. I can hardly see the blue one now. You can't believe this would be so difficult, can you? It's looking better. Kerry says angled. Like that. I'm surprised anybody's still here. Carol's going, just put it down. Aren't you, Carol? I know. I'm going to go for that, and then I'm going to be brave and scribble in some lines. So, just going to move this down a little bit. Oops. Of course, I could have a glittered one, couldn't I? But let's just go with this. Otherwise, we really will be here all night, won't we? Carol's saying I can do it. Carol's saying yes, she's shouting at me, but the card is cute. Whew. Right, it's past my second coffee time. And put that really lightly in case I need to move it again. Got there. Right. Now the problem is I am going to use this but not ink it right the way to the bottom, and then see what that looks like. She says. And we can do that one is if I cover up my little penguin, which I'm going to do. Having got this far, I'm not going to spoil it. So just stamp my penguin up on the top here. Second. Right, I'm not going to use the punch because that leaves a border around it, so I'm just going to fussy cut just around this top edge. Yep, that will do. What if I can lift that one off a little? There we go. So it's not in the way. There we are. Now it looks at those all connected, which is a bit of a miracle. There we go. Whew. So I haven't got my happy birthday on there, so I might put a birthday wishes across the bottom. yeah, I know exactly the one I need for that, and that's from the Expressions in Ink one, which has got a nice bold happy birthday. Alright, so thank you everybody, we got there in the end. I've got some spare balloons ready for next time. So this was our planned card, which I was really pleased with. I think it worked really well. Thank you Stampin' Up for the idea. And this is our all-encompassing let's add a bunch of balloons card. I can just see there's a gap in there. I haven't spotted that. So what I'm going to do is cut this balloon. When I say gap, it's because I can see both parts of that. I'm going to cut this down. And tuck it in like that, because you can just see the overlap of the green and the yellow, which I hadn't spotted before. So let's just put a little bit of glue on there and we're done. So thank you for persevering with me for the end of this. There we go. Nobody will know. And then I'll probably put just a little penguin on the inside with her little bow. So there we go. So thank you so much everybody for joining me today. Somewhat longer session than I expected to do. But I hope you like the finished cards. Thank you for your input in getting those sorted. And I shall be back tomorrow, Thursday at 7 PM UK time. And we'll be doing bears tomorrow. That was on request of Kate Hammond. So I hope Kate can join us tomorrow evening. So thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kerry, you have a good evening. And I will catch up with everybody very soon. Have a safe afternoon, evening, day, whenever you might be watching this. Look after your friends. Do look after your loved ones. Look after yourselves. And keep crafting. Bye for now.